getting sparse and you're just going, doesn't look like it's great. More heuchera. It's kind of a trial bed, really. It's like my experimentation, see what does well. Used a lot of it when I was working out in the field doing install work, and so it was one of these areas that I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna try and see which ones work. Mount Cuba Center has a great trial garden they've done a lot of these in, and I would refer anybody who's looking to get heuchera to look at that first, because there are some that they just die. No matter what you do to them, they will not be happy. This one here is caramel. Really like that one. This one here, I believe, is Alabama Sunset. I get this one and this one confused. This one here is Southern Comfort. It's actually a new one that I've got. It's been around for a while, but I just got it a few weeks ago. So I've got 2 of those in here. Let's see how they do. But the one I'll tell you not to get is Purple Palace. That does not do well here. As soon as the heat hits in mid-June, they start to peter out. Even the red, this is actually, I believe, Fire Alarm or Cherry Cola, but I had several reds in here and they have all died out. So even the red, the deep red foliage heuchera, I would not recommend getting. Very inconsistent on survival. Another, I believe it's the Camellia's Blush Rhododendron, Piedmont Rhododendron, or Piedmont Azalea, excuse me. And so that's one's doing pretty well. And then over here, got the Vernal Witch Hazel, Ozark Witch Hazel. Got 3 of those, and they are doing really well in this spot here. I'm gonna let these get big. This is one of these plants I put in here, so when this guy unfortunately dies, we'll have shade over here, because it's got, I'll show you real quick if I don't step on anything. It's got a lot of rock, especially down here at the base. There's nothing there right now, but there's a lot of fruiting bodies that start popping up as soon as it starts getting warm. And so it's a lot of sign of internal decay on that tree. Actually, this branch right here has died out. It's lost a major branch pretty much every year we've been here. So trying to get ready for that thing to go. So those are planted. Also planted this white oak, Corcus alba. Really cool on these things. Can't get to focus on that. Nope. Really cool when these things start leafing out. Very velvety looking leaves. So yeah. So this guy, hopefully he gets big enough to kind of shade this part of the garden too. Got a lot of stuff in here, so this is why I'm trying to do it quick, but I'm already at 11 minutes. Hydrangea, Quinqueflora, oak leaf hydrangea, love those plants. Got several different varieties. This one I believe is straight species here. It's transplanted actually from the front yard, and has survived so far. And go around here, hit on a lot of the stuff, a lot of the ephemerals and stuff that are back in here. You kind of see I've mixed them all together. I don't really know how I feel about that. I think if you group plants together, they'll look better, but at the same time, it kind of adds a little bit when you scatter them all, you know, all over the place. It kind of makes it look more natural versus planned out. So I've got a lot of trillium in there. There's a jack in the pulpit right there coming up, and some trout lily, and more ferns. Ostrich fern, a lot of those in here. There's the trillium, more jack in the pulpit. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. A lot of ephemerals and more ferns. Now, I don't remember which ones these are. I think, no, I'm not even gonna try to guess because I don't remember. I'll have to let them grow out a little bit more and see which ones those are. more phlox. Phlox, oh, what did I say earlier? Verticata, I think that's right. Could be wrong there. Woodland, phlox. Got another azalea. You can tell I really like azaleas. This is the bed that I'm really trying to get them, a bunch of them in, keep them happy. This is another Camellias blush Piedmont azalea. And then this is our big leaf magnolia. Actually planted that as a seed, and so it's like the one tree in here I'm like really always concerned about. Everything else I'm like, it could get torn up, whatever, but that one I've been trying to take care of. So it's about 4 years old now and doing pretty well. And got another oak leaf, so I'm starting to put more oak leaf hydrangeas in here. And can't remember which kind that is. I think it's Munchkin, I believe, is, so it's more of a dwarf variety. Dogwoods, got 2 dogwoods. Forgot to mention the one that was over there by the heuchera. That one's actually one from the UT, University of Tennessee extension. Came out with a few different cultivars. That one I believe is Appalachian Snow, and so it's more resistant to dogwood, anthracnose, and powdery mildew. This one here is from Arbor Day. It's a pink flowering dogwood. It is Cornus Florida, but it gets powdery mildew really bad. So that's the only downside of this one here. Is the blooms are cool. It hasn't bloomed yet, but I've seen different ones that have bloomed of the same variety, and there's several in the neighborhood. It's a pretty old cultivar, but they just get powdery mildew like crazy. More phlox. It's going crazy right now. And this is more garden phlox over here. Phlox paniculata is garden phlox that's 2 different varieties in here. David, so it's white, and then the other one is Jenna, and that one's more of a purple. It's got a smaller bloom, purple bloom on it. So yeah, tried to blow through this 15 minutes in, but I'm gonna give y'all kind of an overview of this bed. If you guys like this or thought it was too wordy, let me know below. I've got several other beds they can go through if y'all are interested. Everything's going nuts right now, it's spring, so it's hard to keep up and trying to post pictures of everything. But yep, that's it. Appreciate y'all watching.